the news. And as always, we'll start off with some MCU news, go into some DCU news because I got some this week, and then we'll go into other movie news. So starting off with MCU news, Blade. Blade loses its director, Jan Damange.
Nah.
So it's another director.
They should let that go now. I think leave it alone.
Well, I read something that Mahershala Ali's lawyer has been saying that this movie was announced, and he was announced back in 2019, and nothing's been done. And he goes, "This is like one of the craziest things he's ever seen." And we don't know what's going on. We don't know why they're losing the directors. We don't know if there's a creative dispute. We don't know if, I don't know, the actors are being problems. We don't know if it's Disney, if it's we have no idea. But this movie's lost another director. Now, what happens when it comes out? Now, because I'm hearing all these rumors saying that this ain't going to be no comedy. This is going to be straight darkness and violent and whatnot, which is cool. I don't want it to be a comedy. But what is going on with this movie? It's very anticipated. You got Mahershala Ali. Like, I want to know what's happening, you know? So yeah, they lost the director again. So we'll see what happens. I think, did they say they got a new director? I can't remember.
I heard there's a new writer on there. They lost a lot of writers, but enough director. But yeah, I've come to a point now where leave it alone. It's the problem with the way everything works now, because we're hand-fed everything, we're given everything straight away, that you kind of lose the taste for something after. Because when you're saying you're going to give me 2 Avengers movies simultaneously every year, you come to a point where you're like, it's nice that they can slow down, but it's...
I like the slowdown. Yeah. I like the slowdown. I'll tell you what, I at first I thought I was going to miss it, but I think what they've done, they've kind of like turned people away from it a little bit, because that's obviously and whatnot. So now, given that anticipation is great, but yeah, look, I want Blade, man. I just don't know what's happening. I wish. I don't know. I wish I want to know more, because I see these things and we give the news and we're like, we geek out about this shit. So I'd love to learn more about what's happening in the back end. Now, why? Is it because, like I said, is it creative differences? Is it someone's causing a ruckus or what? Someone trying to change shit?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the news on Blade. That's the update on Blade. Moving on to DCU news, Blue Beetle series in the work, acting as a sequel.
Animation.
Is it animation?
Yeah, it's an animation.
Oh, so it's acting as a sequel, though?
Yeah.
Okay, well, look, the Blue Beetle movie wasn't bad. It was fine, yeah. Fine. So, obviously, it got slated, and it didn't make the money, should I say. And that's a shame. But maybe a series will be good, and maybe it will bring in more audience and hopefully build it up for the future. We'll see.
I think it'd be good, definitely. I love what Sholo did in the movie adaptation. It was really good. So animation of it and still his voice, go for it, man. I'm all for that.
That's it. All right. Well, look, moving on to other movie news and just finishing off. Alice in Borderland season 3 coming soon, and I think it's like September or something.
Okay.
But I don't know if you watched it, but me, my wife Ash, and we all watched it. Atia, Shivlik, but wicked show. And spoiler alerts, guys. Spoilers for you because you ain't seen it, but you're not gonna watch it. It's interesting how they're coming out with season 3, because they ended season 2 to be like done. So basically, bro, they were in this Wonderland, right? What we found out was a nuclear bomb went off in Tokyo, and all these people were in a coma. So all these people that was in this Wonderland, they were all in a coma, but they were all kind of synced in this place together. And then as people were dying in the show, it was kind of like a game of survival within the Wonderland, but it was kind of really a game of survival in real life. And as people were dying in this Wonderland, it's basically them dying in a coma. So anyway, they finished it, kind of exposing that, showing that they were all in a coma, people met up in real life, and all this sort of stuff. So I was like, how are you going to bring us season 3 then? Like, because you think the whole show makes you think that there's mad organization that's controlling everything or whatnot. So you're like, who is this? You find out
it was all in their dreams.
It was all in.
That's like what they did with Lost.
Is that how Lost was?
Yeah, Lost, man.
I had no idea that was like that. So they were all in the coma.
They were dead already. They were just dreaming or some shit.
Okay, so this was like, they were in a coma and they were linked. They were linked in their coma.
Oh, right. Okay, cool. Interesting.
All right. So, but the show's wicked, so I can't wait for it to be honest with you. The Boys will end at season 5, which is a good thing. I haven't even really to watch episode 1. We need to start watching episode 4, man. I can't wait.
Yes,
but obviously we can't watch it with the kids around. But we will watch that and give you our thoughts on that. I'm pretty sure it's awesome. I have no doubts because
it's so cool.
And then lastly, I heard rumors and I don't know if I want this to be true or not, but maybe I don't want it to be SpaceBalls 2. And we need to keep that as a retro movie reviews. But because last week I was like, muck, 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 and maybe the algorithm, maybe my phone heard me and the algorithms came up and gave me a rumor. But SpaceBalls 2.
Nah, leave it, man. Leave it. That's an amazing film. I don't care.
Well, wicked.
They don't need a number 2. It doesn't need a number.
It's a cult classic. As a number 1, done.
Leave it. Leave it alone.
All right. Guys, that was all the news I had this week. Was there anything else?
No, that was it, bro.
If you enjoyed that clip, check the description for the full podcast episode. And while you're at it, show some love and click that subscribe and like button.